Nimrod Madar, President and Chief Executive Officer of Glasses Off. He previously served as VP Strategic Alliances at 888 Holdings Public Limited Company, one of the world's most popular online gaming entertainment companies with both PC and mobile offering. Prior to 888, Mr. Madar served as a managing partner at POC Management Consulting, providing consulting services to leading Israeli corporations. Mr. Madar?
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Nimrod Madar and I'm the CEO of Glasses Off. Glasses Off, which I'll present to you in a minute, is a new technology development company in the field of neuroscience. Now today I'm going to talk to you about the company, I'm going to present the technology, and I'm going to talk about our product and go-to-market. So I want to start at the end, and I want to talk about our first product application. And our first product application has the ability to impact the life of everyone over the age of 40. So basically, billions of people worldwide. Because what we're doing is we're targeting one of the most common problems that people over the age of 40 are starting to suffer from, and that's the ability to read from near distance. And Glasses Off is a revolutionary iPhone application that improves your vision capability by improving your image-brain processing capabilities, and thereby eliminating the need for reading glasses. Now, before we talk about the technology and understand how it actually works, I want to talk about the opportunity. So as I said before, this problem is very, very common. It's impacting practically 80% of the population over the age of 40, and probably anyone over the age of 50. Now, the symptoms for this deterioration are blurred vision, sometimes also tired eye, and in some cases also fatigue and headaches. And only in the US alone, we estimated over 100 million people suffer from this condition. So today, what is the solution? The only solution available today for these people is to use reading glasses. And this is exactly the market that we are currently targeting. So let's talk about the science, but before we can understand the science, we have to understand the vision system. We have to understand how our vision actually works. And the quality of our vision is determined by two main factors. One is the quality of the image captured by our eyes. So the eye is functioning as a sensor. And second is the image capabilities of the brain to actually process this information and to interpret the information that is captured by the eye. Now, until now, all of the solution we're focusing on the first part. So how can we improve the quality of the image that is captured by the eye, whether by using reading glasses, contact lenses, or in some cases even going through LASIK surgery and other solutions. Glasses Off is unique in the way that it's focusing on the latter. So what we're doing is we're focusing on the image interpretation in the brain, where vision actually occurs. People actually see in the brain, not in the eye. And what we're able to do is we're able to improve the image processing capabilities of the brain and thereby compensate for the deterioration in the function of our eyes. Now, before we can actually understand how it works, we have to better understand the problem. So what happened with age? So as we age, the lens loses its elasticity, and therefore the image that is captured by the eye is becoming more and more blurred with time. So the brain only has a limited time to process this information because the eye is constantly moving. And if we don't have enough time to process this information, then we are unable to decipher this information. And that's what happened with age. What we're showing here on the left is that if we're able to improve the image processing capabilities, hence the speed and the efficiency of the image processing capabilities in the visual cortex in our brain, then we're able to improve the vision quality. And the faster the brain works and more efficiently it works, then the better our vision is going to be. Now, on the right side and on the middle side, you can see real-life experience from various studies that we have conducted over the years. Now, the chart on the right shows you how we can improve contact sensitivity, which is obviously a very important part in reading. And second is the improvement of reaction time, which again goes to the way and the speed that the brain actually works. Now, the blue line presents the older population, so a group of people over the age of 40, so usually people between the age of 40 to 60. The red line presents the green line present the young control group. So these are people between the age of 20 to 30 that have no vision deterioration yet. What we're able to see is that post 3 months of training, the same group that you see in the blue line improves their vision function so they reach the same function as the young group. So the brain has been able to fully compensate for the deterioration of the eye. Now, a recent study that I want to mention is a study that we have conducted at the University of California at UC Berkeley that was led by the Dean of the Optometry School. And the results of the study were highly successful. What it means is we were able to reach an 80% improvement in vision sharpness, which is an amazing result. More than that, the biological age of the eye was reduced on average by 8.5 years, which means some people were able to reduce their eye age by 12 and even 14 years. And most importantly, people that participated in the study reported that they can now read without the use of magnifying devices such as reading glasses. Now, the same study results were later published on the scientific publication of Nature Scientific Reports. And the main takeout from this study that I want all of us to remember is that post 3 months of training, every person that participated in our study was able to read standard newspaper font size without the use of reading glasses. So we understand the science, we understand the technology. Now we have to understand how we are going to present this to the end consumer, to the end users. And what we were able to develop is a mass market solution that is being developed first and delivered through a mobile application. Now, what it means is that the product doesn't require any special technology. You don't have to use any special instruments or equipment. You don't have to go through any specific training. You don't have to use any intermediates. So you don't have to go through an ophthalmologist or an optometrist. You can just use the technology and self-improve your own vision. So basically what we're allowing is we're allowing people to take control of their vision. Now, obviously, as a mass market solution, it has to be very, very intuitive and very fun, and I'm going to show you that in 1 second. Now, the overall program is comprised of 2 different parts. The first part, which is the most important part and the most intense ones, is the Pro Improvement program, which means you have to use the product every other day for a period of about 3 months. Now, every session only takes about 10 to 15 minutes. So overall, all you need to do is to spend 10 to 5 hours to boost your image processing capabilities in your brain to such a level that you will no longer be determined, or you're not going to be limited by reading glasses. Now, after you've completed this part and you can see again freely, you don't have to use reading glasses anymore. Unfortunately, we're still aging, so the condition of the eye still deteriorates. And what we are offering people is an ongoing vision care solution, which doesn't require so much effort. It only requires probably about 1 to 2 sessions a month. Obviously, it has to change by your age and by your vision condition. But all you need to spend is about 15 to 30 minutes per month in order to maintain your improvement. And not only that, but in some cases, you also further improve your near vision condition. So, as I've mentioned before, the first platform that we're using is a mobile platform. So this is going to be offered through the app stores and through the Google Plays of the world. So the major distributor of applications today. Now, obviously, as you know, there are over 800,000 applications today in the App Store alone. And one of the main growing focuses is obviously medical application, and there are many competitors in this field. Still, we believe that Glasses Off is the only solution out there today that can improve a physical condition. And this is a major impact, because this is a major difference over all the other applications out there that can transmit information, can provide some supporting information to make a decision. But our application is the only application that can actually correct and improve a physical condition. So let's talk about our business model. Because we're a mass market solution, we have to find a solution that will cater for most of the population. And that's why we have developed a freemium business model, which means there are basically no barriers to entry. Anyone can just install the application from the App Store. It doesn't cost you anything. There are no efforts involved in that. Once you get the application, the first thing that we're conducting is a short online vision evaluation. Once you complete on your own this vision evaluation, you know if Glasses Off solution fit you. And if you're between the age of 40 to 60, then probably 80–85% can use the product to totally eliminate their need for reading glasses. Obviously, we're helping 99% or almost 100% of the population. But if you want to reach a level where you no longer need your reading glasses, then that's probably 80 to 85% of people over the age of 40 to 60, which is a huge market. Now, once you completed the first part of the session and you reached the first milestone, then you're promoted to upgrade to the full version of the product. So you already experienced the product, you already see the benefits, and now you have to choose whether or not you want to continue with the program and you want to free yourself of your reading glasses. So you continue the training for a period of about 2 to 3 months, as I mentioned before, until you complete the session, which is the end of our chart, and again you can read freely without the use of reading glasses. Now, as I mentioned, you're still aging. And because we're aging, we're promoting users to upgrade also to the ongoing vision care solution, which is the blue bar that you see on the right. So you're already free of reading glasses. You only need to spend about 15 to 30 minutes per month in order to maintain this solution and this improvement. As a mass market solution, as a mass market application, we have to focus on user experience and usability. And this is why we have built a very easy to use interface, and everything is built around a very, very basic system of scores. Once you complete your vision evaluation, we set a personalized target for each and every one of our users. In this example, the user has a target of 100 points. Every time you use the application, you accumulate points. As you accumulate points, you improve your vision, and once you reach the 100,000 target, then you're free of your reading glasses. Obviously, there are also a lot of feedback tools that we are implementing in this application, because it's very important to users to understand how they're progressing with time. It also allows them to compare the results with their peers. And finally, because this product is so related to your age, we believe there is a very important social element to the product, because it's not only help you comply, but it also help us reach new potential customers. Assuming you're 45, then I assume most of your friends are also 45. And if you're suffering from this condition, they're probably suffering from exactly the same condition. And we want you to become our ambassadors. So there are a lot of tools within the application that allow you to share your experience with your friends and to invite your friends to try the product and to improve their self and improve their vision, so they as well will no longer need the reading glasses. The last thing I want to mention about our technology, it's basically from a technical side, it's built as a client-server architecture. What it does, it basically serves 3 different purposes. First of all, in terms of security, all of the information only exists on our servers. So what you get is a very simple, thin client that all it knows is how to present one specific session which is relevant specifically for you. Second is obviously the flexibility. Because of this product, as I said before, is a very advanced scientific technology. It's very complex on the server side, but the client is a very simple client. So assuming tomorrow I want to launch another application for the Android market, or maybe for Windows Phone, and later on IPTV and so on and so forth, it becomes very, very easy for us, because we only need to develop another client. The server never changes. All the algorithm is working exactly the same regardless of the platform that we're using. And finally, user can just move from one platform to the other. So if you have one, let's say, Samsung phone at home and you have an iPad, you can train on whatever device is more comfortable for you. And finally, there's a lot of flexibility in terms of our business model, because we can charge one-time fees, or we can offer this solution as a service. So you're paying a maintenance fee, or you're paying a monthly fee, whatever we actually choose. I want to spend a minute talking about our technology in terms of the intellectual property. So there are 2 main elements to our technology. First is the vision evaluation. As I mentioned before, everybody that starts the application, everybody that downloads the application starts with a very clear vision evaluation, so he can personalize his training. And second is the ongoing training itself and the optimization of training and vision improvement by improving the image processing capabilities of our brain. Now, we already have patent registered for the training elements of the product, which is the most important part of the product, both in the US, in Australia, in Japan, and other countries, and we are in different registration processes in other territories. But we also have a patent registered in the US for the vision evaluation part of our technology. So now that we understand the technology, we understand the product, I want to go through the go-to-market strategy of the company. So basically there are three different steps. First, what we want to do is we want to establish trust, and this is what we've been focusing on for the last 2 years, and that's by presenting to optometrists, that's by the study that we conducted at UC Berkeley, and the publication by Nature. Then we're going to have a soft launch on the iOS platform, and later on a rollout for additional platform, but also on additional languages. Since the product is catering for such a huge population, it enjoys a tremendous pre-launch momentum, and we had many articles written on the technology and on the company, both in the scientific side, so Nature, Scientific Report, New Scientist, and so on, but also from mass market channels. So for example, Reader Digest shows us as one of the most promising scientific emerging technologies for 2013, and JWT in their 100 of Things to Watch for 2012. Again, we're also getting a lot of approaches from media channels that want to talk about the technology and want to talk about the expected launch of the technology. Since we are running out of time, I'm going to go through the numbers very, very quickly. As I said before, there is a lot of flexibility in terms of our pricing, but the basic pricing we see for the main part of the application, which eliminates the need for reading glasses, is somewhere between $50 to $100. And then there's going to be the ongoing monthly fee of somewhere between $7 to $9. All in all, we believe that the lifetime value of a user should be somewhere between $150 to $250, which, if we look at the metrics below, means that once we reach 250,000 customers, the potential revenues are $38 million, and once we reach 1 million, it's already $150 million. Now, let's put this number in perspective. As I said before, the target market in the US alone is 100 million users. So we're just talking about reaching 1% of this potential market. I'm not going to go over the team, but we have a very experienced team with a very proven and clear track record. We also have a very impressive scientific advisory board. I just want to finalize by a very short, brief overview of our timeline. So we're currently finalizing the development of the first product for the iOS platform. We're going to be launching the product on the fourth quarter of this year, so basically within 3 to 6 months. Later on, we're going to be developing the Android version of the product, and finally, we're going to be launching additional languages. So I want to thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to present this. I think it's an amazing opportunity, and I even see a few potential customers here in the room. So thank you very much.